magical space waifu. I love Rosalina so much. She's so hot. Hello, Security, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario Kart World. Fun fact, the original video recording session I did for this back before my computer exploded was recorded before the Mario Galaxy movie trailer was announced, so I had no idea Rosalina was going to be in the movie, and I'm really happy that in the long run that did end up happening where we have to re-record this, because I can talk about Rosalina being in the Mario Galaxy movie, and I'm so excited! Okay, so, fun fact, I love the first Super Mario Brothers movie. I know it has a lot of problems like pacing and things like that, but you know what, I don't care. I was just super excited to see a good Mario movie, and I'm really, really excited to see Rosalina in the new one. Oh, and I'm so excited, so excited. It's probably like the most hyped movie I have for this year, which is saying a lot because there's a lot of really exciting movies coming out in 2026, so... We got the Mario Galaxy movie, we got the Mandalorian and Grogu, the Avengers Doomsday. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for that. I've been binge watching all the Marvel movies. Hey. I've been binge watching all the Marvel movies to prepare myself for Doomsday. I'm not binging every single one of them. I did skip Incredible Hulk and Thor the Dark World because I really don't care about those ones. But yeah, I've been binging through all of them. The most recent one I watched was Captain America Civil War. So my current mindset is that I'm going to binge those and try to watch as many of the Spider-Man and X-Men movies as possible. So yeah, I'm super excited. It's going to be pretty interesting because a lot of the Marvel stuff, like later in the series, are going to be my first time watching it because I don't really go on my way to go see the whole lot of the Marvel movies anymore. It's not that I don't care about the MCU anymore, it's just that there hasn't really been... I feel like there hasn't really much been of a reason to go see them anymore, because for the longest time, there really wasn't like an interconnected story within the MCU anymore, so it kind of felt like, okay, what's the point of going to see this story that I might not care about, because that was a really cool combo. What's the point of going to see this combo, this movie that I might not care about if it's not going to tie into the bigger grand story? That's kind of how I felt like with the majority of the MCU back in the olden days, because like Doctor Strange or Black Panther, yeah, I was interested in them, but it didn't feel like I needed to go see them but there was that feeling of, okay, these are going to tie into the Infinity Stone story in some way, so I need to go see these movies. I haven't really felt that with Marvel in a long time, because yeah, there's been a lot of movies for the MCU in the past few years, but it doesn't really feel like it's all going anywhere. I'm really hoping that I'm wrong with Avengers Doomsday, because yeah, it's going to be awesome that we're going to see Doctor Doom, but at the same time, there hasn't really been a whole lot of build-up for that, so I'm a little worried about it. But going back to Rosalina. Rosalina is hot. I'm going to be blunt and say Rosalina is probably like the hottest Mario girl of all time. Mario Galaxy came out in 2007, so I was about 10 when Rosalina first debuted. And so, yeah, I definitely did have like girl crushes before then. Laura Croft was my first gaming crush of all time. But I feel like Rosalina was the first one where, like, I had a crush on Rosalina, and now I know why I have a crush on Rosalina, because I like girls. So, yeah, that was a pretty fun time frame in 10-year-old Gator's life. It's like, you know, oh my goodness, Rosalina's pretty princesses are pretty. Before then, I did like Daisy. Like, I kind of felt like she and Peach were kind of annoying them. I wasn't really a big fan of their voices when I was a kid. But over the years, I've gotten a bit more fond of Peach and Daisy. They're both pretty cool. Pauline is also a super awesome addition to the Mario series. Like, she's been around for the longest time, but I feel like with Super Mario Odyssey, she definitely has a bit more of a resurgence in popularity, which is a good thing, because Pauline's pretty cool too. I do hope that she gets a bigger role in Mario games going forward, though, because, well, she did appear in Donkey Kong Bonanza, so I don't know what I'm talking about. In fact, I've not played Donkey Kong Bonanza yet. I really want to. Like, my friend tells me that he liked it a lot more than Super Mario Odyssey, which is like, okay, I know you liked Odyssey a lot, so the fact that you're saying you like this more than Bonanza, you like this more than Odyssey, he was like, oh, okay. This game might actually be worth checking out. It's not that I didn't want to check it out before, it's just $70 is a lot to spend on a game. So, yeah, that is one downside with games nowadays is, yeah, they're all going to be $70 going forward. Some of them will be $80, and that's not fun at all. It was hard for me to justify paying $60 for a couple games here and there. Like, I didn't get Kirby in the Forgotten Land because I didn't know if, like, I felt Kirby was worth $60. But because I got Kirby Star Allies used for $40, but I haven't found a good deal like that for Kirby in the Forgotten Land. And then the Switch 2 edition that comes out, and they charge more for it because it comes with the deal with the like second DLC story thingamabob. And it's like, no, this is not how you're supposed to do this. This game is old at this point. Why are you making it more expensive? That's my big problem with Switch 2 editions. They make old games more expensive, and it is so stupid. Like Breath of the Wild, that's been out since 2017, and the Switch 2 edition charges more than they ever charged for the original version. It is so stupid. So, one other thing that I really just absolutely hate, I hate the name Switch 2 Edition as well, because it's so obnoxious. They have to label every single version Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. It's like, can't you just trust the fans that they know this is the Switch 2 version of the game? It's really annoying, and it shows up on the menu whenever you play a game on the Switch 2 menu. It's like, yeah, I know the Switch 2 Edition, I am playing on the Switch 2. And if they added content to the game, they have to tack the name on there too. So, for example, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I think the Switch 2 edition of that game is the dumbest name that I've ever seen for a Nintendo game. The full name for the Switch 2 version is Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, meet up at Bellabelle Park. That's way too long of a name! It is so stupid! I really hope this trend doesn't continue too far into the Switch 2's lifespan because it is so dumb. Okay. Enough negativity, let's talk about the positive stuff, because Rosalina is on screen again, and Rosalina is so hot. A bit of an amusing story. So, I think Rosalina is probably the character who got me interested in like character designs that have like an off-the-shoulder dress and things like that. That's one of my favorite designs for like a girl character in movies or video games and things like that. And I think Rosalina was probably like the first character that made me realize, hey, I like this in the character design. This is pretty. Rosalina and definitely Palutena. They were the two big characters that made me realize that. That's something I really like in character designs. Now we'll go over this way. I remember back when Super Smash Brothers for what? It's very nice. Okay, let's drink some milk and gain the powers of awesomeness. This is a cute outfit. Really just looks so pretty, and like all the costumes, she is so pretty. This one is this is a super cute outfit too. I love this one so much. Definitely the biker one is my favorite because pretty Rosalina is pretty. But this is a pretty fun one too. But I remember back in Smash Brothers for Wii and 3DS, so when that game was coming out, Rosalina was probably the character that I was most excited to play when they were announcing the characters. So I didn't watch the Direct Live for when Rosalina was being announced. So I woke up really early that morning and I was like, wait, there was a Nintendo Direct this today. Oh no, I didn't get a chance to watch it live. So I'm on my DS, my Nintendo DSi XL, because there's a web browser on there. I'm like, okay, it probably isn't anything super major, but they probably announced a character today. I'll go on Smash Wiki and I'll load it up. And I see in the news, Rosalina and Luma announced for Super Smash Bros. For Wii and 3DS, and I jolt awake. Like this is like 5 in the morning or whatever, and like I jolt awake and I'm like, okay, I need to see this trailer now, but I can't watch it on my DS because the web browser isn't powerful enough. But I can't go back to sleep. Rosalina is gonna be in Smash Bros. I'm so excited. Well, that was a glorious day for Rosalina fans. She's still a really fun character in Smash Brothers. She didn't end up being one of my top mains, unfortunately. I had a little bit of a hard time getting used to the Luma, but She was such an awesome character in Smash Brothers. I still love the idea of having like your main person separate from a helper character like Luma. If you can master the Luma, Rosalina is a powerhouse in Smash. Like she is awesome in these games. Final race. I get chills every single time that I see that. It is so cool. Seeing the gateway to Rainbow Road up ahead, and then seeing the road itself just materialize into existence while the shooting stars are falling in the background. This is awesome. I was really excited to see what they're going to do with Rainbow Road in this game. I was a bit more costly optimistic than anything because I was disappointed with how the new one turned out in Mario Kart 8. But you're in for a real treat with this game if you've not seen this yet. This is easily the most visually breathtaking Rainbow Road we have ever seen in the Mario Kart series. I have a big smile on my face right now. I'm at a bit of a loss of words as to how to describe how I feel about this. So I'll tell a bit of a story. My friend and I, she's the one who recorded the Bluey Let's Play with me. Back when we got this game for the first time, we were playing through all the tracks together, and just having a super fun time just playing together. And normally we were both pretty talkative about playing this game whenever we were playing. We would talk about the zebras on the one Oasis track. We talked about the cute little cows on the meadows. But when we get to Rainbow Road, we were both just speechless at how beautiful this track is. The intertwining tracks are going back and forth. Just all the starlight sky in the background. This is an absolutely gorgeous Rainbow Road. It had a bit of a high bar to become my absolute favorite in the series, because I still really enjoy the one in Mario Kart DS. This might be my favorite in the entire series. And we have a bit of ground to make up. We unfortunately fell at a really unfortunate time, so we have to make up some. We gotta make some lost time for this. I will say the unfortunate thing about Rainbow Road in this game is that if you're playing in the mode where you can like go from one track to another one, unfortunately the only one that connects to Rainbow Road is Peach's Castle. You can't go from the meadows across the way over to Rainbow Road or anything like that. It's a bit on the unfortunate side. But I kind of get it. This is very much like its own disconnected track, so there's only really one entranceway to get here in the first place. So, yeah, it's a little bit on the unfortunate side, but yeah, it makes sense. Take notes, Mario Kart 8. This is how you do a space station track. I don't want to harp on it too much, but when Mario Kart 8 had zero gravity, I was so excited to see what they were going to do with Rainbow Road in that game. And then it just turned into like a space station track, and it looked so boring and generic, and I was like, oh, this is what you're doing with the Rainbow Road. That's not very great at all. But then they introduced some additional Rainbow Roads, like the one that they remade, the one from Mario Kart 64. That one's probably, I think that one's my second favorite, honestly, in the entire series, behind this one, the Mario Kart DS, being tied for first. But the other ones that they introduced, like Mario Kart 7's returning, that one was really cool too, although it did show up a little bit late. I pressed the button to use the shell. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. Ah! Come on! Oh, the train! The train in the background! Featuring everybody from the previous tracks, cheering us on as we get to the finish line. Oh, that is such a good detail! That is such a good detail! It's one of the coolest things of all time! Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Why is that hit you? Okay, Rosalina has to be the one who wins this. I've been okay losing a bunch of the cups in the past, but Rosalina has to win this special cup because she is special. Okay, we got this. We're almost there. Finish line's just up ahead. We got this. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. I believe in us. We can do it. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. Oh, I was so worried we'd have to redo that, but we don't. We did it. Oh. Rosalina, you're awesome, and I love you, and you're hot, and you're sexy, and you're awesome, and you're hot. Congratulations! This is a cool trophy. I hope they sell these in real life soon. And that was the Grand Prix for Mario Kart World. We're not quite done with this Let's Play though. We still have a long ways to go. Going forward, the rest of the Let's Play is going to be uploaded on a basis of whenever the main project on the channel needs a bit more time before it can be uploaded. This is going to be a bit more of like a back burner Let's Play, pun totally intended. But yeah, I do apologize for the fact that the last two Grand Prix episodes took a little bit more time than expected. My plan for this was originally to have all the Grand Prix videos plus one special video premiering at the beginning of the project, where like they'd all be uploaded together. But then my computer exploded and I lost episodes 7 and 8, so that wasn't the most pleasant experience in the world. Episode 9 I was really hoping to have recovered soon. I don't know when that's going to be uploaded. I'm really hoping I can recover that, because we had a special guest recording that one with us, and I loved how the video turned out, so I'm hoping to get that recovered soon. Beyond that, we are going to be taking care of all the rallies as well, so that's something we'll be focusing on at a later point in time too. And I do intend to showcase free roaming in this game. I don't know what to the degree we'll be showcasing it though. Free roam is pretty cool. It just takes, there's just a lot to it, and I don't fully know if I want to commit to it, because a lot of it is just doing the same thing over and over again, and I feel like that would get a bit repetitious after a while. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We're going to be skipping the rest of the credits for now, because we'll be saving that for when we actually get to the end of the Let's Play. But that is going to be it for now in Mario Kart World. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. In the next episode, we'll have a special guest on the channel as we take care of Versus Mode. Yay! It's gonna be fun. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Until next time, later gator to you. Oh yeah.